Hello, guys. I'm Johnny Scoble, and this is Chase the Heat. Waiting for people to join us. It is Chase the Heat's birthday today. How cool. Tom McManus, you're first. Good to see you, dude. Big Swag in the gang. Hello. Metal Music. Thug G. Blake Anderson. Good to see you all. Jeremy Lamaster. Real Me. Boy, it's starting to fly here. They're going fast. Bows Grows. Kevin Maynard, good to see you. Jay Lewis, Joseph Zock, Andrew Boudreau, good to see you. Thank you. Keith Nichols, good to see you, man. Oh, man, the names are just going so fast all of a sudden. Sean, thank you guys so much. There is my girl. Chili Mama Bird. Bree Wreck, I can start now. Guys, thank you so much. I was going to eat something, but you know what? What happens when I eat something is I'm staring at the screen and I can't end up interacting. Johnny Jr.'s with us. Good to see you, dude. I can't really interact with you guys. This is a special day, so I might snack on something, but I want to this is a chance for us to get together and talk. So let's do that. Let me just, real quickly, I want to thank you guys. This has been a crazy journey, I say that every year, but each year the journey gets crazier. Something that started off just for fun, ended up getting kind of crazy. Kind of evolved into into a travel thing, and then COVID shut that down. In that time I got sober, which is great. I wonder how many days it is. I haven't checked in a while. It's kind of a cool thing. I never know how many days, but that was a cool part of what happened. 558 days. That was a cool part that happened with the channel, and you guys have been with me all the way. So it's been really just an amazing thing. Everybody always asks me. I get this question so often. Why is that flag behind you? Why is that Aussie flag behind you? Because I'm moving there. That's why. Right, Bree? Anyway, let's do some question and answer. I never get to do that. Oh, hey, you know what I want to do real quick? I want to show you something. Remember me telling you that there was something very special coming in the mail? And it was late. And it was freaking me out. I want to kind of show you guys because it's kind of a cool thing. Then we'll do question and answer. But this is something I wanted since I was a little kid. Only it's a toy of it. This is a Gibson Les Paul. This is actually, it's real. You got to see this. This is stunning. Look at the detail on this. It's got the jack. Oh, actually, that's for the guitar strap. That's for the guitar jack. But it's got real strings on it. This is an insane copy. It's just unbelievable. Anyway, that was something I wanted since I was a kid. And this MDA 87. Thank you so much. New to the channel. That's awesome. Anyway, guys. So I know everybody's going to want me to play. I promise you I will. Give you my word. But anybody who's played knows that it's like a language. And if you put it down, you forget. I haven't played in several years. I'm getting my chops back. So when I do, I'll play for you. Yes, Adam 304, 57 custom. Pretty neat. Thug G has one. It's a beautiful guitar. All right, so let's do some question and answer, you guys. You've been wanting me. Twitch and Tongue says he's been wanting me to play guitar on the stream since the day the channel was born. I will, I promise. And by the way, once again, MD887. Thank you so much for the helping out the channel. Appreciate it very, very much. New to the channel too. Very cool. It's really funny. This is your birthday today. You guys ever think about that? This occurred to me. This whole thing is your birthday. Some people, this is your first birthday with me. Some of you people have been around for 2 birthdays. Some of you guys have been around for 3. Some of you have probably been around for 4. So it's kind of a cool thing. So happy birthday to you all. It's a cool thing. It's it's not something I just say, but this really is about you guys. Steve Sylvia, can I get a shout out? Are you kidding? Of course you can. I'll try to give everybody a shout out. Pope123 played, he says. Yeah, not yet. I know Steve, right? Steve says, finally. Yeah, man, I'm tired. I was stressed, but I just kind of disappeared in the mail for like 3 days. I hadn't insured for what I paid for it, but still scary. Brian, fun times. What's up, Johnny? Just got done watching the video of you and David and the nasty paste. Boy, you know what? That stuff was something. Uh, Alba A, thank you so much. Happy birthday. You help us to help others. Thanks. I don't know how much I help you guys. I can't understand how you know, it's one of the things that I find puzzling. You know, I'm glad you guys get something out of it. I do too. It's like this is like we're communing. This is special. You know, you guys mean the world to me, but you know, it's amazing. It's just a very humbling experience. Joseph and Sinek, my sons are following in mine and your footsteps. It's a good thing, I hope. Jojo, maybe we could jam on Zoom and eat hot peppers. I thought about doing that, like getting a good tune down and eating it, or playing it, and then eating a bunch of hot peppers and try to play under the stress of a pepper buzz. I don't know how badly that would destroy my playing. Like I can sing and I can play guitar, but I put the two together and I both of them just go whoosh, and they tank. Can't do them together. So I'd imagine being destroyed from a pepper buzz would be difficult to play, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do that sometime. Vintage blackface twin. You know, I'm thinking about getting a Telecaster. Kind of always wanted a Telecaster. I had a Strat a while back. Matthew Garcia, I had an awesome conversation with Seriously Hot Peppers today and ordered all the ones you reviewed. That's really cool. You know, it's a great, man, I'll tell you what, Seriously Hot Peppers is awesome. My buddy Tommy Broom, my brother. Nick Kemps, man, Nick Kemps, good to see you. Hell Garden, congratulations to me and the Hell Garden campers, brother. Awesome, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's really weird. I was just watching Bree, my chili mama bird, nail a really cool review on some hot sauce, and she mentioned in her review. I wish she does the best reviews, but she mentioned in a review of hers that she started Chili Mama Bird, her career in chilies at the same time I started Chase the Eat. Kind of a cool thing. Cynthia Sunquist, thank you so much. All new here, first live. Happy 4th. First live ever. So it's your first birthday. Happy birthday. Good to see you. Um, so yeah, nothing happens by accident. She kind of started her journey, I started mine, and they kind of went like that. Jeremy Lemaster, thank you so much, dude. Last week when I was admitted to the hospital with COVID, watching you and David kept me going while I was in quarantine recovering. Thank you. So glad you've recovered, man. For real. Glad you're doing well. And yeah, they're fun videos. David's a good guy. I'm having fun making those videos with him. Terry Walker, what's up? Or Walter, sorry. What's up, Johnny from Michigan? Good to see you. And Black Zero XX, greetings from Germany. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Happy 4th, sir. Love you, Andrews and Borsky. Thank you. See Quarantine. Love the name. Yo, good to see you. Yeah, guys, I see that Sean's saying it's a family show. Real quick, if you just joined us and this is your first show here, it's family friendly, no cursing. If you do, you'll be blocked and you'll just be banned. I don't want to do that to you. So don't take yourself out of the game like that. We don't talk politics. We don't talk religion. It's all peppers and happy stuff all the time, and that's what we do. But little kids are watching this right now, I promise you. So we got to keep it family friendly. And I have the best mods on the face of the earth. I kid you not. So don't make them use the chainsaw because they full authority. What just happened? Sort of notation of some sort. William Cathy got my signed tube of terror from you, and I tried one nut. It killed me, but didn't need relief. Good for you, dude. Good to see you again. Yeah, those peanuts, they're no joke, man. Scott Mack, Johnny, God bless. You too, my man. Thank you. Henry Lamb. Where did Henry Lamb go? Hang on. I lost Henry Lamb's message because it scrolled by real quick. Andrew Boudreau, thank you so much. What inspired your particular songs? It was so good. I'd like to tell you it was all me. I did that. That wasn't me. Here's the deal with CTH One Penango. David and I sat down and we have flavor profiles for CTH 1 through 6, maybe even 7 now. Yes, for sure 7. So we decide which one we want to go with. So we have some that are like in those 7. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but they run the gamut from fruit-based sauce, vinegar, you name it. It's just a real wide variety of sauces, none of the same. So we were looking at the initial ones. We're like, we need to launch one. Which one are we going to launch? And collectively, we decided he's a great partner, great guy. We decided we're going to do CTH1. So we just went back and forth on the recipes till we got it right. Took like over 13 recipes till we did. You want to hear how bad a friend I am? Oh, you guys want to hear how bad a friend I am? Man, I'm really close to David Foy. He's my mate. He's a good guy. He's my friend. You know his birthday was yesterday. Think I said anything? Think I bought him a present? Think I forgot? It isn't so much that I forgot. I haven't known him since I was 17, and we grew up together. And I should know, hey, this is his birthday. It's the 18th. Didn't realize it, and I know it's on Facebook. He's such a great guy. He's such a cool dude. This morning we get in the car. I get in the car with him, and he's like, kind of drops uh, a birthday thing on me. I was like, it's your birthday. Why didn't you tell me? He goes, you're on Facebook? I said, I haven't been on Facebook really. I haven't really been on Facebook as much. Man, you have no idea how bad I felt. Oh, all that. I took him to lunch today, just because I felt so horrible. But he's such a good dude. So anyway, he went back and forth, and he'd send me the sauce. I'm like, here's the weirdest thing about sauces. You ever know when you're done? You know what I mean? Here's the truth of it. Version 2 was great. Version 7 and 8 was great. I remember I liked 10 a lot. We could have probably pulled the trigger on a number of those sauces. I think people would have really enjoyed them. I heard somebody said a quote from Leonardo da Vinci that no masterpiece is ever completed. It's abandoned. And I said to David, do we abandon this now? We probably said that like 7 or 8. But thank God for him, because let me tell you something. He did one more thing. He's like, I think you'll like it. And it was just this one little thing he changed. And man, I'm proud of that sauce. It's really a good sauce. You know, I'm uncomfortable saying that my sauce is good, but I like that sauce a lot. Okay, Heat 203. Every time I eat super spicy food, I end up getting sick. How can I avoid that? Slow your roll, man. Here's the deal. What happens is this: your tolerance in your stomach will build a lot slower than your tolerance in your mouth. So your tolerance in your mouth, all of a sudden you're eating a pepper and you're like, wow, I can do this. I can handle more. And you eat more and you can handle it in your mouth, but your stomach can't. So your mouth writes a check your stomach can't cash. So just the best thing to do is just kind of ease into it and take your time. It will grow. It's just if you want to dance, you got to pay the band. That's how it works, you know. Corey Parker, the best extract I've had. I don't think best and extract belong in the same sentence. I'm not that much of a fan of extract. I don't know. Let me think. Listen, they're probably all good used the proper way. Have you ever seen me use extract the proper way? I misused it to death. You know what I mean? I drink bottles of it. So the way I use it, none of them taste any good. I think used in food, appropriately, like the right way, responsibly, like with just a little bit in some hot, like some stew or some chili. I think they're probably all pretty good. I just happen to misuse them because that's kind of the nature of an extract challenge. But the Overcomer from Melbourne, love you, thank you, dude. From Kent in Brisbane, very close to where I'm gonna be living. Cole Rogers, what's up, Johnny? Good to see you. Abba A, good to see you again. Peace. All right, I gotta read these first. I got in the habit of like reading questions before I should read it in my head before this. Hold on. Okay, Boaster. Hey Johnny, hope everything's good. I managed to eat a Carolina Reaper that was sent by Ed Curry. Had 1 hour of calf cramps later that day. Yep, it'll do it. When I first started eating hot stuff, a ghost pepper would destroy my stomach. I remember my stomach being destroyed from a habanero. It was a long time ago, but it grows. It just takes time. Taylor Wyatt says, "Hey brother, I'd like to send you the video of our crew trying Mad Dog 357. Email it to me at chasetheat@gmail.com. I'd love to see it. Thug G, you eat peppers like grapes. Boy, it's been a good pepper season, hasn't it? Boy, this has been a really fun pepper season. I ate a lot of pepper. I ate a lot of peppers last year, but this pepper season was hardcore. I ate a lot of peppers, man. The Pepper Man, Henry Davis. I'm hooked on Reaper sauce right now. Eat 2 whole bottles last week. Good for you, man. It's good sauce. Yep, watch the emojis. It's not that we're trying to be hard on you, but what happens is YouTube will bounce you out if you throw lots of emojis on there. So do yourself a favor. It's not my mods throwing you a timeout. That's YouTube doing that. So don't throw a lot of mods out there. Emojis. Luke Jones, happy birthday. Chase the Heat, sending love from Nottingham in the UK. Thank you so much. Love the UK so much. Penango really is good on vanilla ice cream. It's really, really good on pizza. I have a pizza right there. And when I'm done with this, I'm going to put some Panango on it. Very excited. Brian, fun times. I wait every day to watch your new video on my lunch break. Can never get enough. It's a huge highlight to the day. Thanks, Sean. That's a very cool thing to say. Thank you. See, I'm just one guy. There's 86,000, almost 86,400 of you. All right, and I get it from all of you. You guys, I wish you could understand. Thank you. Amazing. What's the chances of getting an autographed Mother of Pearl spoon? Drew V wants to know. I'll tell you what. I'll be in the kitchen tomorrow. I will bring this with me. I'll sign some spoons. So for sure, I'll make sure the next 20 or so that go out will be signed for sure. The audio is real low for some reason. Sorry, I'll try to be louder. It's the usually I'm on my camera, which has an amazing speaker, so I'll try to be a little bit louder. Sorry about that. I should do a chili eating contest with Claude Dubé from Canada. Who said that? Just scrolled up and I lost it. Man, I don't know who said that. I met Claude Dubé several years ago at the New York City Hot Sauce Expo. Problem is, he's there and I'm here. If we end up at a table someday because of, excuse me, that's somebody going purchase. Somebody probably buying a spoon because I said that. I think it probably was. Love you for it. Thank you. If we end up at a table together, that would be a good thing. I'm not going to go to Canada to make that happen. I don't see him coming here to make that happen, but you never know. Can I talk about lemon drop pepper? I'm waiting for mine to. Lemon drop, Sean D. Lemon drop is a delicious pepper. Man, I wish I had some. You know, they call them lemon drop. They really do taste like lemon. They really, really do have a lemon citrus flavor to it. It's incredible. The heat is mild. It's gonna be. I don't know. I can Google it. I'm not exact sure. The heat is mild. I think for a non-chili, you're looking at maybe if some. You're growing peppers, so I assume you eat peppers. It's going to be a mild pepper for you, maybe like a 4 or 5 on your scale. It's super, super delicious. Great on sandwiches just to munch on. I don't like during a football game. I could probably go through a couple dozen of them. They're really delicious. Good luck with that, growing those. Rhett Griffin, audio is fine. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Check the person who said that. Maybe you want to check your volume on your device. Good. Yeah, hold on. Johnny Mnemonic. Congrats, Johnny. Hoping many, many, many more great years. Sorry if it's been asked, but any update on CTH2? I was going to talk about it before. We didn't go into it. Got distracted, got sidetracked, as you know how I can get. CTH2. You know, here's the thing. Here's the thing. We get to work in the morning, and David and I have a list. Every day we have a list of stuff we're going to accomplish that day. The first day I moved to South Carolina, we got into that day, and we had that list of things to do, and we didn't get through it. We checked off some stuff. So the next day, we had another list of things to do, but we still had to finish what was on day one. You guys get it, right? So the problem is, the biggest problem was COVID. And I'm not trying to be that guy that whines COVID, but man, if you knew the trouble that caused, we don't buy any food product like for our ingredients and stuff like that for our products in China, but we bought the tube of terror, the empty tubes. We were getting those in China. Okay. Everybody says buy American, and you want to until you start a business. Then you're going to buy China because they were a nickel a piece. You know what I mean? It's like 10 times that. It's like 75 cents a piece if I buy it in America. So now we figured out a different way, so we're not going through China anymore. However, we had a huge shipment of stuff everything's been a problem. Everything. You can't know the issues we've had with COVID. It really is an issue. So anyway, to make a long story short, CTH4 should have already been out. I mean, the Tube of Terror 2.0 should already be out. We've got, if you knew what's on those cards, if you knew some of the things we've got. Here's the problem with David and I. We're both idea guys. We really are. So I'll be sitting down in the office with him like, I had an idea. I'm like, I should keep my mouth shut. I'm like, I got a great idea. He's like, let's hear it. Here's the problem. He never goes, "That's a stupid idea." He always goes, "Man, I like that." And he has great ideas. So when we sit down and we end up, we end up adding to the list. So it's, every day there's stuff that's on the new stuff, daily stuff to do, but we're always playing catch up. And each day we have new ideas. And you can see where it's going. Cam H. I don't want to make sure. Oh, you know what? I missed somebody. Hang on just a minute. I see. Here's the problem. I'm focusing on. Let me make sure. Please give me just 1 second. Suave Farva. Here's the 4 years of chasing the heat, brother. Keep bringing all the good vibes, man. Suave Farva. I can't tell you how much I thank you that. Thank you for that. $50. Holy moly. Thank you. It's a good thing to bring up. You know what I mean? Can I tell you something funny about the channel? First year and a half, I made not a penny. Cam H, Johnny, you're my favorite YouTuber. Man, that's a pretty cool thing to say. There's 40 million of them. Thank you. Starting eating pods, thank you. Much love. Can't wait to try the Tube of Terror. Go easy with the tubes, man. Have you guys gone online and checked out some of the funny videos on YouTube of the Tube of Terror? They're hilarious. Man, I hope I didn't miss any other donations. Man, if I did, I would go back up just to make sure. I do not want to miss somebody. That would be horrible. I don't think I did. Anyway, let me see where we're at here. Get a question here. Ryan Graff, you have got to be the best chili yet ever. Nah, unless it's not a contest. Unless it's a contest. I lose a lot of those contests, so I'm not the best chili yet. It really isn't a contest. You know what I mean? We're all people always say all the time. Thank you for saying that. But I'm a cog in a beautiful wheel. That's all we are. Guess what? Every one of you guys are cogs in that wheel too. You guys didn't think you were, but you are. How many of you guys? Comment here if you never ever ate chilies, but you are now. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of you guys. How old am I? Donnie Huffman. I'm not as old as my guitar. Actually, that's not true. It's a 57. I'm old. I'm not that old. I'm 54 years old. It is what it is. I'm a very happy 54 years old. You want to know something funny about getting older? And this is the truth of it. Life gets better the older you get. Man, I'm telling you, you get more comfortable in your own skin. You get better at what you do. Here's the thing. It's like, I said this a long time ago in one video, a long, long time ago. Doctors and lawyers, what they call their business. You guys know, right? Some of you might. They don't call it, no doctor's got a business. And no lawyer's got a business. You know what they call it? They call it their practice. It is my humble opinion that they call it a practice because you can't perfect law. You can't perfect medicine. You're always practicing at it, right? So I think we should approach our life that way because we're in the game. Whether you think you are or not, every day we ought to be getting better at our practice, right? I think the older I get, the better I get at my practice. Thank you, Brie. Bodie Mitchell, dope to see you live, my man. I gather you have it. Welcome, Bodie. Good to see you, dude. I look good for 54. Thank you for saying that. Merkster, my guy. Merkster's got some funny videos. For real. Check them out, please. Merkster. Porterhouse, happy 4th. Good to see you, dude. William Cathy, last name, no relation. Will I ever go against the Demon Queen again? Sure. She's my friend. She was messaging me. She messaged me right after this debacle. Whoops, Ryan Karsher, dude, that was unnecessary. Thank you so much, bro. The Michigan chili grower. You're a good man, Johnny. Keep it up, my man. Thank you so much. Dove Bender. $5. What's the difference in heat and burn between fresh and dry pods? Love habanero. I think they're the same. I don't know. Here's the thing. I've never had a true apples to apples test because you can take some dried pods and some fresh pods and try them. You don't know the heat. If it's not the heat, if you're in both, let's say you have a million Scoville ghost pepper. If you knew you had a million Scoville ghost pepper fresh and you knew that the dried one was rated at 1 million, that would be apples to apples. I've never had the opportunity to do that. So I know that you can pull two plants from the same, or two pods from the same plant. They're going to have varying heats and anyway, heat and flavor. So she messaged me right after that debacle. But I'll definitely go head to head with her again. Was that sort of a bummer? Man, it was kind of a bummer. Do that thing and I broke the rules. I know better, It is what it is. Here's what everybody was saying, everybody was was talking about the me breaking the rule, and you guys are so supportive. You guys wanted blood. You guys were angry. I gotta tell you something. I broke the rule. I didn't mean to, but I did. Right? I mean, seriously. Let's say I held the record. Right? Let's say the roles were reversed. I had the record, and some other dude, some other chili head, or you know, somebody else was going for the record, and they stepped out of the camera for a while, for whatever reason, and then they popped back in. I know you guys would be rabid. You'd be like, wait a minute, you can't beat Johnny. You cheated. I know you guys would do that. You love me. That's what their guys did. They saw me step out of the range of the camera. I didn't do it on purpose. The camera, here's the problem. It was my own fault. I got a great camera. It's got an awesome battery. It's an amazing camera. I love my new 4K camera. However, I was a knucklehead, and the day before, I forgot to plug that in before I went to bed. And I knew I shot a video that night. I was like, man, I got to charge that because I got the big one tomorrow. So I get to work, get set up, I open the camera, and I'm already at half. And I know this is going to be an hour-long video minimum. So I didn't. It would be an hour and a half, not because of drive time. It would take an hour and a half just because of traffic and everything. And I had to do it at a certain bit of time. I didn't have the freedom to just bolt back to my place and come back. So the thing was dying. David Foy, my partner, has a little attachment you can stick in the side of the camera. If it's not filming, it will charge the camera. I didn't realize it though. But apparently, when you're in the filming mode, it won't charge your camera. So when I stepped out of the range, it was to let him in and to help Cyrock in the back try to adjust, and that's what it was. So, and I was talking the whole time I was out of the frame. You know what I mean? But right thing is the right thing. There was a golfer a long time ago. My dad tells me the story. Golfer was playing golf and he accidentally touched the ball. Nobody saw it, man. He was in a bunker or something, in the rough. He was in a bad spot where you don't want to be if you're a golfer. He ended up touching the ball with his club. It's a stroke penalty. Counts as a stroke. Nobody saw it. He said, I touched the ball with my club. My kids, when I remember one of them, I don't know which one it was, asked me what integrity meant. And I just told them it's doing the right thing, whether somebody can see you do it or not. Granted, all those people complaining made it kind of easy for me to do the right thing. I got to be honest with you. You know what the real thing was? It was the night before. I was talking to Paul from League of Fire. He called me. He goes, "Man, I'm in a jam, mate." I'm like, "What's going on?" He goes, "A million people are complaining that you broke the rules, and we're in a spot." I'm like, "No, you're not. I got it handled." It was pretty cool. Steve Sylvia, excuse me, whatever, considering going Hot Ones. Yeah, but they wouldn't have me on their show. That would be fun, but I don't think they'd have me. I don't blame them, but I'm not famous. I mean, you guys look at me every day, but I'm not famous. They want real fame, not just Pepper community fame. But that would be fun. Michael Moran, my brother. I love Michael Moran. Good to see you, dude. Been a friend of the channel forever. Happy birthday. It's everybody's birthday today. You've been around for several of them, so happy birthday. Love that Cam H. Love that your channel is family friendly. It always will be. That's a really important thing. One of the big reasons I started the channel is because of a very unfamily friendly moment that my daughter saw. It was a real motivator. Justin Bishop, hello. I found your channel a few weeks ago and it inspired me to start eating peppers. Goodness gracious. Slippery slope. Be careful, dude. One minute you're sneaking peppers at work, hiding peppers at home, jumping out of planes, eating peppers. I've been watching all your old videos, and they're all amazing. Man, you just found us a few weeks ago. You got some catch up to do. Here's the cool thing. Do you guys know if you watched every one of those videos, 2016 or so, or something like that? If you watched every one of them back to back, and I mean you didn't take a break, you just went from one seamlessly into the next. It would take you almost a year to watch them all. It's crazy. Sometimes I wonder if there's too much. You think I put too much content up? Let me ask you guys that. You want to hear something funny? I'm not going to say who it was. When I first started the channel, one of the guys that there's about 4 chili heads that had channels that I watched all of the time, like idols of mine. They were motivators for me starting the channel. I started my channel, started going. One of them messaged me one day, got on the phone, they said, "I don't want to tell you how to run your channel, but you're posting too often." And this is back when I was posting like every 3 days. I'm being serious. It was only like every other day, maybe every 3 days. Stephen Gultinian. Thank you. What will you attempt the gummy bear record again? Boy, I don't know. Maybe not. I made my mark. I don't know. I'm not gonna say never. I've learned not to do that. But anyway, this he said you're posting too much. I don't want to tell you how you do your business, but and I mean seriously. I was like, the reason people watch you, right? I'm just thinking. I was brand new at having a channel, but my thought then was people come to watch your channel. They like what they're watching, or they wouldn't watch it. So when you upload another one and they watch it, the same people come back and they watch it again. It's because they like what you're doing. So you know, I don't know. I kind of went the other direction and really threw up a lot of videos fast. I do the math on that. 4 years. Hey Siri, how many days are in 4 years?
It's today.
Did you hear that? Tell me she's not messing with me. Did you guys hear that? I said, tell me how many days are in 4 years. It's today. Oh, is she saying my birthday? She wouldn't know that. That's creepy. Let's try it again. Hey Siri. No, I'm not gonna play with Siri anymore. We're done. Sorry about that. I don't know about the gummy bear thing. I really just don't feel a need to. I don't know. Boy, Merkster, always annoyed when the guys are outside mowing in front of his apartment. If you guys just joined the channel, there's been different parts of the channel. You can almost break it down into segments, and you can go back and watch the history of it all. I was married to my previous wife. It was going south before the channel ever started. So the channel's not the reason it went south. So it went south, got divorced, moved into an apartment, shot a bunch of videos there. There, my father got very ill. Papa Scott got very ill. So I bolted to Reno to take care of him. I started shooting videos on outside on the porch there, and it seemed like I was getting punked, like I was getting pranked. It really did. I'd look around, there'd be nobody around. It was like the cartoons. You know, the cartoons you look one way down a long street, nothing. You walk out and there's traffic everywhere. I looked, there'd be no one anywhere, nobody. Set up the camera, get a pepper, cut it in half, start the video. I'm showing the pepper. A guy with a lawnmower, a chainsaw, weed eater, leaf blower all the time. It almost got to be a joke. It was funny. I mean, it happened more often than it didn't. So, and we kind of different stages, but that was a funny part. Big swag in the gang. Thank you so much, Johnny. You and Dave need to do a live grilling the Valhalla sausage, please. Yeah, I talked today with him about doing a live maybe on Halloween. I don't know. He's a good guy. I like him a lot. We have a lot of fun. We had so much fun shooting yesterday. Man, that was hilarious. Jason Ruka from NZ. Man, I love NZ. Thank you so much. All the best from New Zealand. Thank you. Appreciate it, Jason. I really enjoyed NZ a lot. That was such a good time. Thor Hoosier, Mr. Scove, the legend himself. Now you know better than that. You all know better. Don't call me a legend. Guys, you remember me telling the story about my friend who really. Let me tell you a funny story. I don't like being called a legend. I don't like glorification of people. I really don't. I didn't do this channel to become like a YouTube star and to have people praise me. I did to grow the community and have fun, build friendships like we have here. But people always call me a legend. I'm really uncomfortable with it. I don't like titles like that. And one day in a video, I said, I know a legend. Listen, I'm 54 years old. I know two my whole life. All right, one's my dad. Let me tell you another legend I know. His name is Paul, or Phil. Excuse me, Phil. His brother was Paul. I went to school with Paul. Phil went to school with my older sister. All right, went into the army. He's a surgeon. He does heart transplants. I saw a picture of him stand next to a dude with his shriveled up thing in a bag. It was his old heart. He said, my friend was standing with his arm around him. He goes, "This is my friend Phil. I'm alive today because of him. He took out my old heart." He's a military heart transplant surgeon. That dude's a hero. I mean, for real. Don't waste a legend. Don't use that word on me. But anyway, I've used him in a couple different videos where I've talked about him. The dude was just in a plane crash and survived it only my friend Phil could survive a plane crash. I didn't get any of the details, like who died, how many, what kind of. I mean, it's not like you can hit a curb in a car and you get your ticket punched. You go down in a plane, your chances of surviving that are grim. He pulled out of that. I can't wait to talk to him next. You know what's really funny? He has no idea I talk about him like this. And you know what? He's the most humble dude in the world. He would say, "Don't call me a legend, Johnny." I kid you not, he would. Anyway, Johnny, what was it that you wanted? Oh, Alan McGee, you didn't. It's a guitar. I showed it earlier. This is what I was waiting for in the mail. It's a 59. It's a reissue of a 59 custom shop Les Paul. Beautiful. Anyhow, that's what I was waiting on. And I did promise I'll play it, but I get my chops back. But I promise you I will. A legend in your own lane. No. Stop that legend stuff. Would you recommend plutonium extract? For what? Like to take rust off a trailer hitch? No, I'm just teasing. Watch David Ashley from Ashley Foods will see that and kill me. No, listen, it's got its place. I said this earlier in the video. Extract has its place. You got to use it responsibly. You know, alcohol has its place. You got to use it responsibly. Fly too close to the sun, melt your wings. You can't do it anymore. You know what I mean? If I've I doubt you could find a human being on this globe of 8 billion people that has consumed more plutonium extract than I have. I consumed 3 full bottles just drinking it, and I've gone through a half a bottle using it. So a bottle would last you a lifetime. I think. If you do get it, just use it wildly responsibly, please. Bob Felix, thank you, Bob. Appreciate it so much. Cam's Killer Sauce, good to see you, Cam. Hey, your shirt. I don't know if you got your shirt yet, but excuse me, you should have your shirt soon. The one that didn't go on the first one. Do I play guitar often? Well, I haven't had a guitar in a couple of years, but my fingers are sore. So yeah, I play it often now. No, Bree, not now. I'll play for you later though. What brand amp will I be plugging into? I got a Vox Valvetronics. It's a VT40X. Kind of a modeling amp, but it's got a tube in there, so you still get that tube crunch. It's pretty cool. It's a good amp, actually. Hungry for heat. Hey, Johnny. Good to see you, Alan. This won't be an appropriate anniversary live stream unless you tell the story. You know which one. No, man, I can't tell that story. Everybody's heard it. You guys have all heard that story, right? Where a guy I was a young kid, gave somebody the finger. Stupid. I think, it's a story of karma. I'm sure you guys have heard it, so I'll tell it another time. But Vox AC30 is a great amp. Yellow Cake is great, actually. Zero flavor and all kinds of heat. Yellow Cake is great, Lawn Dog. And it will last a while. See, need all 3 people together. UK Chili Queen, Johnny Scoville, David Martin. That boy sure climbing. Yeah, David's a great guy, and he's certainly climbing the heat. But you got to remember something. The last time I met with UK Chili Queen, we ate 50 peppers each. He's not to the, I don't want to see. Here's the thing: everybody's pushing David really hard, and he sort of came out of the gates really hot and put a lot of pressure on himself. I don't know if he really even realizes it. We haven't talked about this part, but like, what do you do next? You know what I mean? At some point, he's gonna have to start doing reviews or something. Otherwise, because look, if all I did was challenges, I would have retired 2 years ago. It's taxing. You know what I mean? I've done a lot of challenges. Some of them are brutal. You know what I mean? So he's definitely got. If he decides to go that direction, he sure can. But he's got some training to go before he's ready. But he is what a great guy. I really love David. He's a good dude. That is a funny story, Alan. Though, isn't it? It was brutal. I do not like to be called a legend. I really do not. Can you please record and post this live stream? It's all, yeah. It'll be online after. Am I gonna eat a pod live today? You know what? I'm kind of hungry. Here's the problem. If I eat a pod, I'm not gonna be able to interact with you guys so much. My favorite snack that Blazing Food makes. Oh, amazing flavor and real heat. S. Gillespie, 1985. What music do I play? Man, I'm weird. Weird. Everything but country western. I prefer metal, and I play a lot of metal. You aren't gonna bait me, not yet. David's fun to make videos with. When am I moving in with a chili mama bird as fast as I can? Can't get there any faster. Already be done if it wasn't for COVID. But it is what it is. Two currently. Kamikaze Crunch. How many guitars do I have? Two. I have a Gibson Les Paul discontinued model, Jackson and Ibanez. I have a Gibson custom shop, Les Paul, and I have a Guild X79, which I don't know if you've ever seen that guitar, but that is about the trippiest looking guitar. I bought it just because it's absolutely vintage. Actually, you want to hear the truth? I bought it for Chili Mama Bird. So I have one guitar. She has one guitar. Anyhow, I like Iron Maiden. Oh yeah, Tefectic. Hope I said that the right way. Yeah, I like Iron Maiden. How can you not? I grew up with them. You can eat any pepper, Josh Howard says. Yes, I can actually. Boy, you know what? Can I tell you something? A pepper man, Henry Davis. I've been playing a lot of ACDC lately. It's like the first band I got. I'm such a huge ACDC junkie. It's not funny. In fact, you know what I did yesterday? I watched a 1979 full concert in Cleveland. I got to tell you something about Angus Young. Angus Young, unbelievable. He played like just a good example. Really excellent. For any song he plays, he runs around and plays them and never misses a note. But a Thunderstruck, everybody that plays Thunderstruck plays it wrong, and they just use hammer-ons. He picks each note, and he does that while running around. I gotta tell you something. The guy is just a creature, man. I'm so glad he's still alive. Really, really dig Angus. What songs I've been playing on my new guitar? A bunch of Kiss songs and a bunch of AC/DC stuff. Gillespie. You know what? God of Thunder. Oh, such a fun riff. Man, I've been having fun with that one. 79. That's what it was. You weren't there, were you, Matthew? It was a great concert. Yeah, AC/DC is great. I mean, if you know four songs, you can pretty much play everything AC/DC plays. I mean, the solos can be intricate. Even they aren't that bad. He's just amazing, though. Hell's Bells, yeah. You know, everybody plays everything. Listen, it's just like I was sitting. There's on your computer. There's a million ways to get to where you want to go. If you sat next to somebody that says, "How do you get to a certain place?" You saw what they did to get there. You'd be like, "That's not how I do it." Guitar is the same way, man. Everybody plays. I've seen Stairway to Heaven played 32 different ways, and all of them sound pretty decent. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. But yeah. And then you know why it's like that? If you play it the real way, it's always more intricate and more difficult. There's always a way to sort of shortcut and cheat a little bit. That's what ends up happening. Oh, top five bands, man. I don't know, Porterhouse. AC/DC, Queen, the Beatles. No, I can't even start because then I'm going to totally shirk somebody out of there like Def Leppard. Yeah, a lot. Joseph, God of Thunder Live is out of control how they do that. Stevie Ray was amazing. Oh, he was touched. There's a lot of guitarists that like, I'm really into now? Joe Bonamassa. Oh, if you haven't listened to Joe Bonamassa, don't stop the stream. But as soon as this is over, Go listen to Joe Bonamassa. He is out of control. You want to know something so cool about Joe Bonamassa? So cool. Guess who turned me on to Joe Bonamassa? You'll never guess. Toddy Brothers. Hey, thank you so much. Good day, Johnny. Steve here. My brother John with special needs, and I love your work. You're definitely the king of Scoville. Keep it up, brothers, for many birthdays to come. Cheers from Australia. Toddy Brothers. All you guys, thank you so much for hanging with me. I appreciate it more than you know. Thank you. That's very, very cool. What was I just saying? See, I don't remember what I was just saying. No idea. But go listen to Joe Bonamassa. Oh yeah, I was telling you who turned me on to Joe Bonamassa. My father. Like 4 years ago, my father goes, Johnny, have you heard of Joe Bonamassa? I'm like, who does he play for? I don't know who Joe Bonamassa. I didn't know who he was. I'm like, no, man, I haven't heard about it. Didn't know who he was. You know why? Because all I do is this channel like 24/7. But he's like, you gotta watch. He showed. I watched a concert of Joe in Royal Albert Hall. And, oh, holy mackerel! The guy is just unbelievable, unbelievable guitarist. One of my favorite, like modern day. Most of the great guitarists, like poor Eddie just passed. You think about the greatest guitarist. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old. In my mind, the greatest guitarist, we're kind of in the past. I still think that Jimi Hendrix is the greatest guitarist that ever lived. For real, he was. You want to know why? Let me just tell you why. He had a pedal. I mean, he had no effects. He had a foot pedal and a wah-wah. I mean, he had a distortion and a wah-wah. That's it. He was doing things, no lie. If that dude was alive today, he'd be doing things that were ahead of his time. He was doing things like that in the 60s and 70s. He was light years ahead of his time then. I mean, for real. I mean, he was Buckethead's pretty great, but he'd be like, who said that? Mark Vega for sure. But he'd tune his guitar while he's playing. He just had an ear. He was just an amazing, amazing guitarist. You know what? Kamikaze Crunch. I'm not a Joe Satriani fan at all. I can appreciate his skill. He's blistering fast, and he's just like. But to me, he's not melodic. He doesn't. He's just a shred fest, and I don't know. You know what? Speed for the sake of speed is sort of like heat for the sake of heat. I gotta have flavor in there too, and he doesn't have any flavor in his playing, as far as I'm concerned. Not to me, he doesn't anyway. He still can play fast though. Scorpions. Oh, love the Scorpions, Bray. Love Soothsayer. How can you not? Nah, I think that the Lawn Dog. I think there were rumors that he played it either way. I don't think he could play it regular. No pictures anywhere of him doing that. And Malmsteen, Merkster. Malmsteen's another guy. He's very interesting dude. He loves hearing himself talk. I don't know if you've ever noticed that about Yngwie. But I started listening to Yngwie, like I don't want to tell you when, a long time ago. So I was hooked on Yngwie from the very beginning. But he's a he's another guy. It's just blistering scales, the fastest scales you ever saw. It's like you can't. I mean, his pick hand, his timing is just out of control. Why are we talking about guitar? We're losing people left and right. Probably like, why are you talking about guitar? I saw Motorhead in a long time ago. Oh. Anyway, let's talk about. We should make a pepper band. No lie, I know Troy Primo plays guitar. For sure. So let's talk about something else. Let's talk about peppers. Let's talk about the new year. Let's talk about the new year. We've got some great stuff coming up. Do you know I'm supposed to be like, I think 6 or 7 countries in or 8 countries deep on a 10-country trip right now? But COVID said nay. So, let me share with you guys something crazy. There are flights open to Australia right now. Looked at them last week, $6,000 for a round trip ticket, $22,000 for first class. And then you say to yourself, well, why would they possibly charge? Who's paying that? Well, they wouldn't, they wouldn't sell tickets. They wouldn't have a price like that if people weren't buying it. So someone's buying it. Can't swing $6,000 for a ticket. And that's my problem currently. So I'm getting creative, figuring out a way to get me there because that's kind of important. So ultimately, you guys got to know. I'm just being really honest. Everything I do right now is to get me ultimately there. That's really the truth of it. I love my business partner, David Foy. I love my family here. My kids are grown. That's where my heart is, though. Just being honest with you. So the new season, season 5, actually starts tomorrow. I threw people off too. They're like, "Wait a minute, it's season 4." Not really, because when the day I started the channel today 4 years ago. Well, the first video I ever uploaded, I wasn't a year old, but I was in season 1. So when I hit my first anniversary, the channel was 1 year old. I was starting season 2. So we're just wrapping up 4. Tomorrow, start season 5. Anyhow, 22 large for first class. Yeah, it's insane, Spartacus. It's brutal. Can I tell you something? If I had the dough, I'd stroke the check in a heartbeat. I just don't. Um, Jojo, David Foy is a brilliant dude. There's no doubt about that. Any pictures of me with hair? Hey, you want to see a funny picture of me with hair? I'll show you a picture of me with hair. I've told the story before. I don't think you guys believe me. I was a hair model in college. I swear it's true. Hair model. I don't know if I should show you this picture. All right. There's me with hair. Can you guys see that? That's me. And here, that's me with my brother Tommy. We kind of look like twins on a beach somewhere. So I had hair. I was born bald. Grew it. Michelle Van Dunk. Do I have to take Beano? No, I never have any stomach problems. I really don't. Um, Thank you, Merkster. Merkster, if I ever got alone in a room, I'd show you a bunch of pictures I won't show on the channel, but I gotta be careful. The De Niro days, exactly. The De Niro days. Hey, want to hear the hair model story? I walked in to get my hair cut one day. I walked to this place and I sat down. I remember like it was yesterday. Comes up, starts cutting my hair. She asked me if I want a glass of wine. I'm like, I'm in the wrong place to get my hair cut, man. So she gave me a glass of wine. I had some cheese and crackers. I don't think I want to be eating stuff with like hair clippings everywhere. So so I'm sitting there and she's like, "You have amazing hair." I'm like, "Thanks." So I'm not even thinking about getting my hair cut. I'm just somewhere else. And she says to me, "Want to get you want to be? Would you like to be? Would you be interested in being a hair model?" I said, "No, but thank you." She keeps cutting my hair. I start thinking, I answer kind of quickly. I'm like, "Hey, what do you mean by hair model?" And she goes, "Well, we'll cut your hair. We'll pay you to cut your hair." I said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "How much?" She goes, $100 a cut, $100 a month. She said. I went, 100 a month to cut my hair. I said, "I do believe we can do business together." So I said, "You got a deal." And becoming really good friends. Here's how I ended up becoming really, really good friends with her husband, who was a little bit older than me, but we used to mountain bike together and play music together. And he was a great guy. So I started to get my hair cut there. And here's the deal: it was on the first floor of this 2-story building. They had a whole 2-story mural. Was a picture of somebody that got a haircut from them or whatever. So because I was their hair model, every month they cut my hair 2 times a month. Started out that way anyway. And they'd put I'm walking to this pizza joint I worked at one day. I look on the side of the building and there's a picture of me on a 2-story building. I'm like, kind of walk to work, and each they keep changing the haircuts got weirder and weirder. I went home one day I went home to visit my family and I had like, listen, they were paying me, but I had like shaved on part of it, like stripes. I walked in. My dad's like, "Look, dude, we gotta talk." I'm like, "You're right, man. I can't do this anymore. I'm tapping out." But back then, $100, $100 is $100. Get my haircut. I had to get my haircut anyway, right? But then people would walk into the pizza joint I worked there, like, "Man, I know you." I'm like, "No, you don't." They're like, "No, I've seen your face." I'm like, "I don't know how." Now I get that because of the YouTube channel. But then I was like, "No, you don't know me. It's because of that mural." It's crazy. Your favorite ball bed was a hairball at Berkshire. Too funny, dude. Happy birthday, Stephanie. Wait a minute. Stephanie Griffiths, her birthday. Guys, let's all throw her a happy birthday. That's pretty cool. I hope you had a good special day today, Stephanie. How is the stomach pain after chili contest? If you want to dance, you got to pay the band. It is what it is. You know. You know. By the time you get to a point where you're really doing chili contests, it isn't like. Here's the problem: your average person goes to like Chili's and gets a fresh jalapeno, eats it, burns their mouth, and they're okay. But the next day, they're destroyed in the bathroom. So their first thought is that jalapeno killed me. Johnny's eating like 50 Reapers or whatever, whatever 50 Super Hots in the contest. It doesn't do to me what it does to that person who's thinking that way. It doesn't. You know what I mean? Your tolerance should rise. It doesn't burn my mouth that way. It doesn't burn it is what it is. Uh-oh, Sam Carano eating my first Reaper tomorrow. Hey, easy on the emojis. We got to watch that. Please stop with the emojis. Appreciate all the birthday love, but what's going to happen if you do that is you get booted out by YouTube. So easy on the emojis. Sorry. The old man on the porch just came out there. Easy on the emojis. You see that come out of me? Get off my lawn. Sorry about that. Sam, just make sure you have something in your gut. Okay. Big swag and yang. We take me to Oz with you. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna have much room. I appreciate it though. But thanks for asking. Man, you have no idea how it's killing me. I need to be there. What's my favorite non-hot snack? It's a great question. My favorite non-hot snack. Well, I love Cheez-Its a lot. Cheez-Its are great. They're not hot. That might be it. That might be it. Thank you guys for giving all the birthday wishes to Stephanie. That's cool. Mama Bird's on the case. Mama Bird. Yeah, Sean is an amazing mod. You know what? We have the greatest mods. You know why we have great mods? I gotta tell you something. It's not like being a mod for the Chase the E channel isn't like being a bouncer at a gritty, nasty, seedy bar. Rarely do they have to get enforce rules too often. You guys are really pretty good at not breaking the rules, and I appreciate that. But no, I'm kidding. They're great, and Sean's been around a long, long time. So thank you, dude. And the video yesterday, and the video for all the people in the Chile community wishing me a happy 4th birthday. That was he did all that, man. And Tamara also helped him out a great deal. She's diamonds, pretty cool. Johnny Jr. He's here. Here's the deal with Johnny Jr. He's trying to find his path, what direction he wants to go. However, it's taking him in different directions. And that's cool. He's 19, you guys. You know what I mean? Turns 20 in like less than a month. But no joke. This is the truth. No joke. Like 10 minutes. I hope he's not watching still. Oh well. If he's watching, he's watching. 10 minutes before the video started, I said, dude, you need to start making videos with me. He goes, yeah, you're right. That was pretty cool. So maybe we'll get him in more videos. John, is there anything you won't eat? Hi, Miss Virginia. Is there anything I won't eat? Nah. I mean, like not like I wouldn't want. Like, look, I ate surströmming. I wouldn't want that for dinner tonight. I wouldn't want it on my pizza tomorrow or anything like that. You know what I mean? So, but for an experience, there's nothing I won't eat. I've eaten some weird stuff since I started this channel. For real. Who is this? Greatness just became part of the family. Thank you. That's really cool. Awesome. Um, Probably the gnarliest thing that I ate so far was balut. That's a special delight. Man, it took me forever to find mine, Kamikaze Crunch. Didn't know what I wanted to do. You know, it's really funny. You ever hear people say if you can get paid to do what you love, then you never work a day. Man, that is just a hokey, corny expression until it happens to you. Then you're like, man, I don't work. I feel like I retired years ago. I quit my day job like a year and a half ago, something like that. But I feel retired. I swear to you, I do. I never feel like I work. I work. I know. Here's the thing. You have no idea how much I work. Ask Bree. I only sleep 4 hours a day. All right. So I get up. I go to bed around 3. Yeah, 3 in the morning. Get up around 7. Kind of how it works. But the minute I wake up, it's it's Instagram, Facebook, all the videos, comments. It's just and plus the stuff with Chase the hot sauce and everything that Dave and I've got going on. It's nonstop. And then at the end of the day, it's like, what do you think I'm doing at 2 in the morning? And I'm texting Bree back and forth because it's early there and tomorrow. But so I do work a lot. I mean, but it really doesn't ever feel like it. Do I remember my first super hot 12-15? You know what? When you're a little kid, let's face it, a jalapeno is a super hot when you're 8 years old, right? So, but my first super hot, I don't know. I went back and forth for a while where I didn't really consider a ghost pepper super hot. I kind of, if you have the guts to eat a ghost pepper, I think you can say you've eaten a super hot at the water cooler at work. So my first ghost pepper, do I remember it? Yeah, I do. It hurt. What's my favorite type of cuisine to eat, Mr. Scoville? Call me Johnny, space Jezel. Or I'll call you Mr. or Mrs. Jezel. I'm not sure which one it is. My favorite food, you know what? I've been really weird lately. The last few months, I've had this strange thing going on where nothing at all sounds appealing unless I'm actually craving it. Isn't that weird? Like I'm kind of craving pizza. Got some over there. If I wasn't craving pizza, like a burger tonight, ugh. But when I want a burger, it's all I'm craving. Usually, I haven't always been like that. It's weird. That's what it is. Sometimes kids work, but they don't do much else. That's because they're setting up their empire. That's what I like to believe. That's what I'm doing. Bass and Boyd, hi from Indiana. Good to see you. Clay Reynolds, was that an egg thing? Yeah, the balut is a duck egg, but it's not like cracking the yolk drops. It's you peel it open and you see a little creature in there with. Crazy thing is, it tasted delicious. Pepperman, Henry Davis, we can tell your head's over heels with Mama Bird. I am, boy. Yep. Is Pananga the only hot sauce you have right now, or are you working on more? We have three. We have six profiles that are finished. We have four that are done that we just got to release. So, but it's not just like that. You got to get authority letters. It's such a process. You know what I mean? It's like you don't just hang a shingle and on the stove, on the stove, make some sauce and bottle it and sell it. There's so much to it. So we still got, and we're still, like I said, we're catching up on things that have been delayed. So it's been a drag. We'll catch up. Do I prep my stomach only for something really big, like a couple reapers, 3 or 4 reapers? I don't need to prep my stomach for. I can eat that on an empty stomach and not really have any discomfort. But anything more than like a half a dozen, I'll need to have something. I don't really prep with anything in particular, just as long as there's something in my stomach. Guys, we went longer than I thought. I didn't mean to go this long. We're going to wrap it up. We'll just do a couple more minutes, a couple more questions, and we're going to stop. But I want to tell you something. We're going to do another year. You have my commitment. I wouldn't let you guys down. So my commitment to you is this. We'll keep making hopefully fun content, diverse content, different weird stuff that'll make you go, huh. Got some fun ones with David and Goliath coming up. So we'll keep making great content. My goal is to surround myself with great people, great mods. You guys are family, so we'll keep doing this, okay? Um, that's what we're gonna do. So we'll keep season 5 going. Is Scoville my true surname? Yeah, no relation though, Scott. I'll take your word on that, Clay. Thank you. Eric the Midget, congratulations to the King of Heat. Just a chili, but thank you, Eric the Midget. Nelson Serrano, I get cramps if I eat a lot of peppers, like when I did this the other day. Oh, we didn't talk about the aftermath of this little honey. 4, maybe 5 hours of really bad calf cramps. And what was really unique to it was I had brutal calf cramps in the office surrounded by people. Usually I do that. I retreat to some place and die by myself. Like a wounded animal will go off by itself in the woods and die. That's what I usually do. But I couldn't even walk out of the building. I was just like, I wasn't ever in the fetal position on the floor, but I was in like the egg position on the floor several times. So I still get them. Is what it is. If you want to dance, you got to pay the band. That's how it works. Good to see you, Michael Moran. Love you, brother. All right, guys, we're gonna listen, Kamikaze Crutch, you're so cool. I hope you don't burn yourself out for making videos. I'm only increasing. Like Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan would pitch. His last 10 pitches were faster than his first 10. When I first started the channel off, I was doing one video every 3 days or so. I was like, wait a minute, we'll do every 2 days. And I don't even know when it happened that we started doing them every day, but now we don't even do one a day. And pod season gets crazy, but you don't need to worry. I won't get burned out. I promise you that. One more time, thank you, mods. Appreciate it. Chili Mombird, I love you. I'll be calling you shortly. All you guys, I want you to know something. I love you all. I never just say that. Those are never just words with me. I hope you know that. I mean, well, I've been saying it for 4 years, so I was lying. I would have dropped my guard at some point. But you guys have made this special and wonderful. And I got through this thing without getting choked up, which is good. Because when I watched Sean's video that he made, I got to tell you something. The first time I watched that, I put a lump in my throat, made my eyes sweat. So anyway, I appreciate you guys more than you have any idea. I love you guys a lot. So you know what we're gonna do? We'll keep the bus going. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. We're gonna end this stream right now. I'm gonna call my girl. I'm Johnny Scoville.